Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, last week I posted my first video about reversing type 2 diabetes, my journey. And last week's video was my 8th week on this journey. And this is going to be a continuation video. I want to go over my labs before I started testosterone replacement therapy, my labs before retatrutide, and dieting that I've been doing. So we're going to go over those labs, the before and then when I received them about a week and a half ago. So about an 8-week results before and after, and you can see those numbers. And you know, that's really all this video is going to be, is just going over those labs. And I'll talk a little bit about this last week. First, my food intake has been great. I'm still getting about 1,400 calories, heavy protein, fat, mainly the protein, though, is what I'm focusing on. About 160, 180 grams of protein a day. I do that mainly through chicken. I have some protein shakes also a day, 2 of those a day usually. Exercise, that's my weakness. And this week was bad. I did not do any, I did walk, I walk, but I didn't do any resistance band training. That's what I'm doing now, trying to get on schedule. I was doing really good for about 2.5 weeks. This week was just one of those weeks. I just wasn't feeling it. I kept telling myself I need to do it today. And, I'm only doing it 4 days a week, and I did it 0 days. So this next coming week, hopefully, I plan on, getting back to that. Retatrutide, I'm at probably the maximum dose I'm going to go to, and it's working really well as far as hunger goes. That's not an issue at all. I have to force myself to eat, most of the time. Never am I hungry. When I'm bored, I find myself, thinking about snacking on something. And sometimes I do, but it's something that's within my allotted calorie intake and protein intake a day. My carbs, I'm staying under 20 grams of carbs a day. I think what else here? But overall, feel good. Meet with the company that I'm using to a health center to get my testosterone from. I'm going to be speaking with them. I have an appointment here in a couple weeks, I guess, because they want to probably increase my dosage, and I'm okay with that. I feel good about how I'm feeling on the current dose, but they want to see those numbers go up a little bit more. So I have a lot of questions for them regarding that, but I'm okay with that. So I have paid in advance an entire year for the TRT, so there's no worries there about dosage going up and cost more and this and that. So it's already been paid for. Big discount when you do that. I found a really good deal in my eyes. Still a little bit on the expensive side, but it was way cheaper than a lot of the other places. A lot of the places I hear on the local radio commercials and stuff. So anyhow, I'm gonna go over those labs with you so you can see some before and afters, or not really after, because I'm far from after, right? I got a long way to go in this journey. Whether it takes me a year to get to where I need to be weight wise, I'm hoping not that long, but I still have a good 50 pounds at least to go. Haven't weighed that, haven't weighed, 200, under 200 or right at 200. I can't remember when. So I'll also show you my scale, maybe if I can get a picture of it so you can see what my current weight is. This is mid-afternoon. Usually I weigh myself first thing in the morning. Like I say, I'm a scale guy. I like to go to that scale immediately and see what it says. It's not really the best way of doing things, but that's the way I like to do it. So last time I weighed, I did not weigh this morning, but yesterday morning I weighed 247. So that's, when I started I was 255.4, I believe. 255 something, I think it was 0.4. So I'm going down now. Like I say, when I first started testosterone, the Bread-True-Tide really didn't have any side effects, but the testosterone definitely did. I gained weight, so I gained about 6 pounds right off the bat within the first couple weeks, and that was disappointing. But that's gone, and I'm below where I originally started. So I was hoping to see a quicker weight loss than I'm seeing, and that I think has a lot to do with exercising, with strength training. That's what I'm saying anyhow. I'm walking, 5 miles a day or so. So I know, and it's just normal pace, nothing crazy. And, but yeah, that resistance band training, the strength training, I really felt good when I was doing it. And I can't believe this week I didn't do any of it. It's disappointing, but I'm going to have weeks like that. You got to move on. You got to get back to it. That's what I'm telling myself. So that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, let's get to the labs so you can see what they look like before and after. All right. Here you'll see my A1C number, 7.2, says high. When I first got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, I didn't feel right. So that's when I went to the doctor. I had a feeling of what was going on, but I didn't know for sure. And my number was crazy. It was double digits. So anyway, I've had it much higher than this. I've had it lower than this as well. But this was, like I say, before I started this new program that I'm on. And 7.2, not where I want to be. Okay, here I've got my, this is more lab work from before I started this journey. Fasting glucose, 123. That's not where I want to be. That's not great. So here is my beginning testosterone numbers. Like I say, I'd just been feeling that, I don't know, I just didn't feel, I felt old, to be honest with you. I guess that would be, and I hate saying that because, sometimes feeling old can be a mental thing. But I just didn't feel, I told you before, I felt in the first video that I procrastinated a lot, didn't have a lot of energy. And this is one of the things that I came across that I could have a problem with. So these are my numbers. I was at 280. And you can see that it's in the green, so you think, oh, that's, normal or whatever. But these charts that you get after the lab work, the ones I get anyhow, from what I understand, this isn't normal for me necessarily, or normal for someone in my age group. I'm almost 50. This takes everybody into consideration. So this green number here of 280 being in the green all the way down to 221, that includes 90-year-old men. So that's 280 from what I understand is low, extremely low even. So like I said, the health center that I'm going to, they're wanting my number to be 800. In the 800s, which would put me in, out of the green into the yellow high area. But that's where they're telling me that they want me to eventually be. So this is another lab from after, about 8 weeks into this program that I'm doing. And I say it's a program. It's not some official name or anything. It's what I am doing. It's just calorie restricted diet, extremely low carbs, under 20 grams of carbs a day, all from, primarily from green vegetables. High protein, I do get a considerable amount of fat, but it's not a keto diet really. It's more, I would just say, a low calorie diet, a low carb diet, low calorie deficient diet also. But anyway, my fasting glucose is down from when it was when I showed you before, but that's not where I'd like it to be, but that is what it is. So hopefully as I continue on losing weight, those numbers will go down. So here is my A1C after 8 weeks of dieting and some very light exercise. 5.7. So I'm getting closer to where I want to be. That number still needs to go down as far as I'm concerned, but I'm happy with that. It was 7 point whatever it was 8 weeks ago, 9 weeks ago. So I'm moving in the right direction. So, if you don't know what A1C is, if you're type 2 diabetic, you should know what A1C is. So I'm not going to explain it to you. This is a 3-month average of your blood glucose. So 5.7, like I say, I've been in double digits before. That was my initial lab. It scared me to death. And I've been doing much better since. But right now, 8 weeks in, 5.7. I do want to show you this one thing since I'm trying to be as transparent as possible. My triglycerides they're never that high, ever. And this is when I had my lab work done, for the testosterone, what I was told I needed to have it done between 8 and 10 in the morning. Of course, a fasting, from the previous night. And I did that for the most part. In the morning, I have a cup of coffee. No big deal. Doesn't break a fast that I'm aware of. I'm not a nutritionist or a doctor. Like I say, this is all for entertainment purposes or whatever. This is my journey, my opinions. But what I like to do also on occasion, several times a week, is I'll put about a tablespoon of coconut oil in my coffee for a little bit of fat boost. And I did that this morning and drank this coffee on the way to have my lab work done. I didn't even think, all I was thinking of was breaking a fast. And from what I have gathered, that 1 tablespoon of coconut oil isn't going to break a fast. Maybe it does, I don't know. But that's not the point of it here, is that I'm assuming that's why my triglycerides are so high. It's because I was drinking coconut oil on the way to have lab work. I mean, what an idiot. I didn't even think about it until I saw this. So I messaged my doctor to let him know why that number was high. I did not hear back. That's typical from my doctor not to hear back. So I explained to him what I did. So I'm assuming, we'll see when I get my next lab work done. That number's still high, then I'm going to need to address that immediately. Okay, so my testosterone. So 8 weeks in, this is the lab work from that. I was at 280 for total testosterone. My SHBG was just a tad bit higher, not much, just maybe 14 or something. My free testosterone jumped dramatically. I don't know why. When I asked why, they explained it to me somewhat, told me not to concern myself with it. But I'm going to check into that because, I don't know if that's a problem or not. They act like it's not a problem. They expected that. But anyway, they want my total testosterone to be in the 800s. So it's at 551 right now. We went from 280 to 551, and I could tell that difference. And I will tell you, the first month and a half, I really felt the difference on testosterone. I mean, I felt good. I felt younger, if that makes any sense. I felt stronger for sure. Now, being my 9th week, I still feel good, don't get me wrong, but I don't feel that same initial boost that I got the first, month and a half or so. So I'm guessing that I will go up in my dosage. I mean, I'll just do what they tell me to do. So, and then I'm going to ask them when I have this appointment here in a couple weeks to explain a little bit more detail what this SHBG is exactly. I mean, I've done some Google search and stuff like that. But you know, I like to also get it from straight from a professionals. Anyway, I believe that's all the labs I'm going to show you. You've got my before and current A1C. You have my starting, my testosterone starting number and what it currently is. And like I said, this was 8 weeks into it, so I'm on my 9th week now. So I'll keep posting these videos and these labs for you. I don't know when the next time I'll have labs done, but I'll be getting them done somewhat frequent. See, I didn't pick all the labs. I mean, there's 40 or 50 different things that are on there. Most of them I don't even know what they are. But you can see my A1C has gone down. That's a good thing. You saw my testosterone levels before and after. So that they want me around the 700 or 800 range. So we'll talk about that later. I'll tell you what happens, and that'll be in a later video. Say my appointment isn't for another couple weeks. But anyway, I just wanted to show you some real lab numbers and keep you posted on what's going on. And we'll do this again next week. Hopefully I've lost some more weight. Hopefully I come back and I tell you, hey, I'm doing good. I'm strength training, doing the resistance bands. I'm still eating right. That shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully I have some more weight loss. And I appreciate you guys watching, and it encourages me to keep going. I know that I'm reporting to you. So I appreciate your time and have a good day. Bye.